Soph here, checking in. Welcome to the vlog. It's finally summertime here in Sweden, so weather will be pleasant-ish, which is good. So we're just gonna jump into it and head out. Thank you for being here, and let's head out. Yes. Soph update. Hi! Just wanted to check in and talk and jab about things and stuff. I'm planning on going more on longer trips for the summer. I'm very old school, so I check out literally magazines, like physical magazines or information flyers, I guess is what you call them. Like stuff that you normally get if you're a tourist in another country. You can get those physical flyers things. I'm old school like that, so I like that. So normally I check out that stuff and look at locations that I find to be cool or interesting. And then I do a little note on my phone, like a checklist list thing. Like Monday this location, Tuesday this location, Wednesday this location, yada yada. And I check the weather, like how is the weather's gonna be. If I'm going on like a ferry, I would like the weather to not be rainy and stormy, you know? But weather's weather, so you can never predict it 100%, of course. But that's basically what I do. And then I rearrange it if like the weather changes or yada yada. It's still very loosely. Like normally I plan things, but it's kind of like I could do this or I could do that. It's nice to have at least like one thing or two things that you could do for the day. So you have something to achieve or look forward to. Like, okay, today I am going here because yada yada. What do I need to do to go there? To have like a goal, basically. So that's what I've been doing. And I like to not bring too much stuff with me. So normally I have like a small bag that I can bring like my phone, hello, and some necessities. And then I also bring like one more bag. Let me show you. One of these like tote bags. I love this one. I think it's so cool. I love it so much. One of these tote bags, either in fabric or plastic or whatever you prefer. And in that one I bring, you know, like umbrella or like books, drawing stuff, like pencils and stuff. So whenever I have dead time, I can just whip that out and do my thing. That's what I normally do when I go on trips, plan on trips. Let me know what you guys do. Do you guys do like more of a mind map maybe instead of like a checklist like I do? So let me know in the comments. But enough jabba jabba. Let's keep on heading out. Whoop, whoop. Sophia checking in. Hello. I would like to talk to you guys about like creativity and also like having the time to do things. I really like reading. Yes, I read books. But I also like drawing. I draw stuff. And I always struggle with finding a balance between both of them because I feel like I don't have time for both of them. For me, reading takes such amount of time and drawing takes such amount of time. Sometimes I wish, and probably a lot more people can relate to this, maybe you guys. Sometimes I wish that the day would be like 25 hours or 26 hours because I wish I could just get more stuff done You know, what I tend to do is that I go through periods. So I have one period I'm more creative and one period I read more. That's basically it. Now, I do lend a lot of my books from the library. Love the library because you are loaning the books. You are more on a deadline. When I'm reading, I'm getting the reading done, you know. Try not to get anything in between, just doing the reading. So I lend a lot of books and read on a deadline. When it comes to books with either like science or philosophy or any of those subjects, I tend to buy them. If I'm interested in that book specifically, I buy them because I like to take my time with those subjects so I can reread them and read them at my own pace and don't feel like I have a deadline. Also, I find philosophy and like science really interesting and getting educated. I'm reading Epictetus. I recently read Plato, The Old Republic, reading like new things and older things, but the Greek got it down, you know. I find the story about like Diogenes super interesting. It is, you know, the works of the Greeks are a thing of its time, but a lot of stuff they write makes sense. Some stuff I don't agree with, of course, but some stuff is like, yeah. And in like newer works or newer books that's tackling philosophy or self-help or whatever you would call it, you could see how the influence is like, yeah, it's just basically like the Greeks said. With those subjects, I tend to buy the books, or if it has to do anything with science or intelligence, like I read a little bit about AI and trying to understand AI in our world right now, and those are often some chunky books, but you do get pictures, and who doesn't like pictures? I like pictures. So a little like rant about reading books and the art process. The drawing stuff I don't loan, so I don't have a deadline on it, which is a pro and a con, because I can take my time with it, but also I can take my time with it. Sometimes I lose my focus and don't work on a goal. I have like yearly goals, but I don't have like a monthly goal or a seasonal goal when it comes to my art stuff. And maybe I need to have that, I don't know. It's just what it is. But I just wanted to jab a little bit about, I wish I could do everything everywhere all at once, as the great movie. But I can't, and it's okay. We're all human, and it takes whatever time it takes. And if you are feeling creative, do creative stuff. If you feel like just read stuff. That's my main stuff. And yeah, I walk around also and stuff. I feel like I have so much, like everyone else, I'm all in these different directions and I can't pick one direction to go at. So enough talking, let's keep discovering the outside, and being outside is also healthy, seeing things, and it makes me feel good. Let's do that. Let's find some inspiration and some nice spots to read at. Yes! so checking in. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this vlog, or if you're just joining here. It's been really fun to heading out now in the summer when the weather is more pleasant and all that stuff. For the next vlog, I'm gonna be all over the place, so watch out for that if you wanna see more exploration in Sweden. Fingers crossed, weather will be decent. But thank you for joining here. Please give a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more adventures and outside this stuff. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye bye.